From Pittsburgh to San Diego and all points in between, Jews are not feeling safe going to their synagogues these days. Who would have ever thought? Here at Beth Tefillah, we have armed guards, we have a security car. We're literally spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on security. But who feels secure? What can we do about this? I don't know. There's so many things that have to be done. But this week's Torah portion tells us of one. There is a law in this week's Torah portion that's very strange, where we are told, Lifnei iver lo titein mershol, you shall not put a stumbling block in front of a blind person. What's strange about this law is the way the rabbis interpret it. It means so many things, but it does not mean don't put a stumbling block in front of a blind person. Who would do such a thing? We don't have to be commanded not to do that. So our rabbis interpret this in many different ways to mean many different things. We shouldn't cause someone to stumble. Don't give a drink to an alcoholic, for example. Or, for example, listen to this law from the Talmud and from Maimonides. One should not sell them either weapons or accessories of weapons, nor should one grind any weapon for them, nor may one sell them either stocks or neck chains or ropes or iron chains. You know what this is called in modern terms? Gun control. Don't give weapons to people who are going to stumble and use them. Gun control. It's not very popular talk about it here in America, and I understand that owning guns is part of the culture of our country. But an AR-15 rifle? Do you know another name for an AR-15? It's an M16. That's the rifle the United States Army uses. Is there any reason for anyone in our country to own a weapon of such destructive nature? Of course, the argument is made of the slippery slope. If we stop this, it's going to lead to banning all guns. But you know what? There's a slippery slope going in the other direction. Facts are facts. Let me read you some facts. There is roughly one gun for every person in America. Places with more guns have more homicides. Suicide is more common in places with more guns. Living in a house with a gun increases your odds of death. Guns contribute to domestic violence. Americans own more than 40% of all the guns in the world. Listen to this. The United States leads the world in homicides, suicides, and accidental deaths involving guns. The United States leads the world in the number of children killed by guns every year. Listen to what I'm about to say. More children die in America from guns than from cancer. What a disgrace. Do you know that you can now buy your children a bulletproof backpack for their safety? Will that make you feel safe? I don't know whether the control of guns would save so many bodies, but it could go a long way to helping save the soul of America. Shabbat Shalom.